Good evening, everybody. Welcome to the Queens of Royalty podcast. Happy Thursday to you all. This is our every other Thursday. We are here again on this panel, hoping that we can bring you all some good news today, some good information, and some good positive vibes. On our show tonight, we have Miss Connie Moe.
Hey, hey,
We
everybody
also
out
have
there.
Miss Kimnet Hall.
Hello, everyone.
And we have the lovely Miss Stephanie Luckett with the F. So, how is everybody doing? I know you all have been waiting to see these queens. I've been excited waiting to see them. Seems like every other Thursday is so long, but we are here again. I'm going to say hello to all of you all. Thank you all for tuning in. Thank you all for being our beautiful fans out there all over the world and tuning in with us every other Thursday. I'm going to give the floor to one of them, whoever wants to chime in and say hello to y'all. We're going to get this show started. Don't wait. Miss Connie,
Yes,
say
Lady
hello to
Coco.
the, say hello to the people.
Hey, out there, you Facebookers and cyberspacers and friends of ours. Welcome to the Queens of Warrior Tea show, where you have positive vibes. We're talking about relationships and situationships of all kinds. It's going to be interesting tonight. We're talking about how do you get over a relationship when it's already over. Is that right, Coco? Is that the
That's
topic?
right. That's the
How
topic.
do you get
Yes.
over when you're already supposed to be over?
I can't wait to hear these responses. Okay, let's go to Stephanie. Stephanie is back, you all. She was out ill a couple of Thursdays ago, but she came back looking amazing. How are you doing, Stephanie?
Better, better. Thank you, guys. I'm excited about tonight. Like, I'm super excited. I'm excited about being back and being with my sisters and literally being able to talk to our sisters. So I'm excited about the topic tonight. I'm ready for the topic tonight. I'm ready for the topic tonight for real.
Yes.
So I'm excited. We're gonna have a good time and we're gonna speak some truth. I can't wait.
Absolutely. All right, that was Stephanie Luckett. Stephanie with the F. Okay, next we have Miss Kimonette Hall, right here from Dallas, Texas. Let me bring her back on the forefront. Let's add her on.
I was
There
lost
she
for
is.
Hey everybody. Hey, look, I'm glad to be here. I'm glad to see my sisters as well. I'm glad to get off into this deep topic. It's going to help me and I hope I can help someone. So I'm just ready, always a pleasure. Always.
Yes. So tonight, our topic is how to get over a relationship when it's already over. The last couple of episodes we had, let's see, 4 and 5. We're on episode 6 tonight, and we talked about sister, your slip is hanging. And so we're moving forward. It seems like they didn't want to get off of that topic, so we might have to bring that one back around
Yeah, we need a
because we were
part two
telling the
on
sister,
that one.
Yeah, we do.
yes, yes. So moving forward though to episode 6, the topic is how to get over a relationship when it's already over. And we're talking about men and women because we have relationships with women that we started just as a friendship, sisterhood, sistership, whatever we're calling it. And sometimes it's over, but you're still hurting because one of you or both of you hurt each other. Something happened that didn't go over so well, and you're hurting from it. And you want to know, how do you get over it when you're still hurting? And that's the same thing with the husband, a boyfriend, a fiance, or or a good boyfriend that was there as a girlfriend, but he was on the other end, right? So I always like to hear what the queens have to say. That is Queens with the Z have to say before I say anything, because I can talk a long time. I'm the host of the show, but we have so many other hosts on here that's ready to give it to you. So I'm gonna do an any minute mighty mo tonight, and I think I'm gonna go with Stephanie Luckett to open this thing up.
Yeah. Well, we've all been through those type of relationships where we really don't know how or what we should do to get over it. And I think with every relationship, you learn how to get past the last one. For me, whether it's a friendship, or a relationship with a significant other, I always just have to go through it. Some people try to literally. Some people try to avoid thinking about the relationship and everything else, but it makes it worse when you don't get it out your system. You have to get it out your system. Everything that happened, if you're having these old thoughts, go ahead and get it out. Let it, you have to think about it so that you don't have to think about it later on, if that makes sense. Um, I've some people who have heard my story, they know that I was married. I was married. I have 2 kids, and my situation wasn't the best situation. I was involved in domestic violence. My husband was very abusive, mentally and physically, and it took me down through there. It really did. But I had to pray about that thing. I really did. I had to pray about it, because when you're blinded by love, when you're blinded by love, um, you could tell somebody to leave 100 times.
Oh, girl, yes.
But until they see it for themselves, they're not going to go anywhere. If someone leaves because someone told them to leave, guess what they're going to do? They're going to keep continuing to go back and forth, because in their mind they didn't leave because they wanted to leave. They left because somebody told them to. So it'll be all a thought in their mind constantly, and that's what happened to me. It was a constant thought of, did I leave because I wanted to leave? And again, even though I was going, but I was going physically, and mentally with him. I was young, 20, 21 years old, had just moved from Hawaii, had never seen so many of my people. and the first African American guy was just like, oh my God, who is this? So I met him in college. I met him in college and got married probably a year after I went to college. And it was, for those who know our situation, in college they called us Ike and Tina Turner, because he was very abusive. And again, it was a back and forth with me because I didn't know what to do in that situation. I had never been in an abusive situation before. So when I finally did leave after the last incident, I had to pray about that thing. I had to pray about it. Like, I literally had to say, Lord, whatever it is that everybody else is seeing that I don't see, open my eyes to see it. Because I don't want this anymore. I don't want my children to have to, witness this. I don't want my son or my daughter to have to, see their mother go through this and think that it's okay. I kid y'all not, the next day he called me and I had such a feeling that it was like a nauseating feeling just hearing him talk on the phone, that I just wanted him to get off the phone. And I never looked back after that. I never went back. I never looked back. I've raised my kids on my own. Even though it was a negative situation, God made it into a positive. So, I've got 2 beautiful children, both of them in college. One's getting ready to graduate from college this year. So,
So let me ask you real quick. I don't want to cut you off because we all gonna get off into. I know all of us got this thing, but how long did you stay in that relationship?
So we dated for a year, and we were married for a year. My children are 21. Yeah, it was 2 years. And
so
you have some
2 years of mental and physical abuse.
very much so.
Okay.
Um,
Hold your thought right there. Don't lose it. Keep it right there. Let's go to Kim Annette and let's see her story.
Oh wow. When it come down to that, I have a lot of stories. So it's but this is one of these things that it's like it's not a yes or no.
right.
You know, it's
Mhm.
like it's not a yes or no. It's my thing is right now in my life how to heal from something. I'm still carrying feelings, but I'm dating. um a lot of people, I understand, they say, get over it, and I've done that. All the years that I've been involved, I've done that. I've got over it. And when I go into another relationship, I got a clear mind and everything. I never did bring the baggage or whatever, but still didn't do me no good. I still got hurt. I did everything I'm supposed to do. And when I get into a relationship, I'm going to do everything I'm supposed to do. I'm going to treat you right. I'm going to do right by you. I'm going to be loyal to you. And sometimes in a relationship, that just don't get it. And so at this point in my life now, if when I get out of a relationship, if I feel like it's a rebound that I want to do, I'm gonna do a rebound, because that person, and I've had it before, that person and a lot of people ain't gonna admit this, but I am, because that's the truth. That's just me. At this point, I done did right so many years, and I done did my part so many years, and so I meet someone else. I ain't haven't been too long went through this, and the rebound person treated me the way I need to be treated. Treated me, made me feel like, what was I in this thing for so long? This is what I deserve or whatever. So I don't think about that person as much as I used to. So it's to each his own on this one, because I
Mhm.
feel like, and I don't never try to get nobody to jump on my wagon on what I feel about it or nothing like that. This just me, because I done did my part. I done been good. I done been beat up on, mentally abused, everything too. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, even when I do my best, I treat you good. I don't cheat. I do everything, and then when I moved on prior, and I'm clear, and it still happens. It's like, so I'm like, now it is what it is. I mean, it's a hard thing. Love treat people different. And it really has broken me down to where it's like, I wonder, do I even want to give my all to anybody else? Because I done did it before, and it didn't come out
Mhm.
good on my end.
Mhm.
Yeah, yeah,
Okay. That's Kim Annette Hall, and we're
yes, ma'am.
talking about how to heal. No, how to get over a relationship, a broken relationship, or a relationship. It sounds like once it's over. Let's go to Miss Connie Mo.
Yeah, well, if I stick to that topic, here's the thing. My opinion on that is, if you're in a relationship with someone, um, and you all have decided that the relationship is over, and sometime, of course, one person may not decide that, but they have to accept that.
Mm-hmm.
Yep, that's right.
And as we see every day around the people that we love and know, some people just are not able to accept that the relationship is over. But for me, I think that, oh my God, I keep getting these texts. Um, I learned later in life, not, when we younger, we, we don't get it so well. But when we get older, you really have to get to the point of realizing, if somebody wants to be out of a relationship with you, the best thing you can do is let them be out
Let it
of a
go.
relationship with you.
Mm-hmm.
No matter how the exit happens, just let
Mm-hmm.
it be. Because
Okay.
what kind of relationship really are you going to have being in a relationship with somebody who has already told you or shown you that they do not wish to be in a relationship with you? There's no good that's going to come out of that.
Yep.
None
Mm-hmm.
whatsoever. You're not going to get anything from a person who has decided they don't have anything else to give to you, or they're choosing that they don't want to give anything else to you. Now, does that hurt? Absolutely, it does.
It
But
does.
to propel it by continuing to stay, it just makes it worse. So, I mean, I think one of the things about getting over a relationship once you know it's over is self respect and self dignity, acceptance. Because you cannot be in love with somebody if they are not in love with you. When you are in love with someone, they have to be in love with you. Now you can
Mm-hmm.
say, well, because I love you. I love you. Well, I love. Yeah, but that's a two-way street. And when one person has
Mm-hmm.
decided not to love you anymore, and they have shown you, and you are feeling that they are not loving you anymore, especially the way you used to feel it, then things have changed. And you have to accept that. Now, how
Absolutely.
do we heal from that? In my opinion, you spend a lot of time with your mind and your thoughts and your own heart. You, I don't, me personally, I've never been the type who like to run to the next person to try to forget the last person, especially
There
if
you
I
go.
know I still have love for that person.
There
Mm-hmm.
you
So
go.
I like to sit back and wait until I have accepted that that person is long, it's gone, it's not coming back. We are not going to be together. I have to get to that point first. Then I feel after that, you have to find a way to start loving the me in you again, the me
Mm-hmm.
in you and yourself. You have to get back to loving yourself again because we all know that we can be in relationships sometime and kind of lose ourselves trying to love someone else more than we even love ourselves. So when
Abs-
the relationship does, then you got to give yourself some love back first. You got to
abs-
do that. You can go and meet somebody else. You can lay down with that person too. But when the morning comes, honey, it's still gonna be there.
Mm-hmm.
It's still gonna be there if you know you still are attached to that person. So at that point, you just have to, um, as they say, relax and release and relate because you need that time. You got some people say the best. What is this thing that popped up? I can't see y'all. Okay.
we see you.
Um, I
I was
see
just
me
letting
on
the
there.
people see you. They're talking
Oh,
to you. They're
wanted
talking to
me to
you, so
see me a
I let them
little up
see
close and
everything.
personal. Yeah. So
Yes.
for me, my opinion is, when it's when you know that it's over, or when they let you know they don't want it no more, you have to let it go, and then you have to love on yourself for a while before you can try to do something else. Now, does it feel good to, even if you lay down with somebody for a night or 2 weeks, and maybe you didn't think about that person as much? Okay, it's temporary. If you need that, okay, who am I to say? Go ahead and do it. Lord knows I done it, so I ain't gonna say I haven't. But just know when the morning comes, it is still gonna be there if you have not given yourself time to accept that relationship is over. That's what I
Absolutely.
have to say on that.
Okay. Let me jump in there just a little bit. Y'all know who I am, Lady Coco. So listen to these queens, and everybody is right there on target. And basically, we're trying to get to the point where we're getting over a relationship that is over. Sometimes people never get over a relationship. It depends on the situation because they don't know how. They want to get over it, but they don't know how. And this is why sometimes we have really bad relationships because you're still thinking about John, and John has been gone for 20 years, but you over here with Larry. You still remembering what Larry did, and John is trying to put you in a place over here and showing you a different way. But every time John does something that Larry possibly did that reminds you of that other person, then you're still dealing with that person that you dealt with 10 years ago. So I would say the first thing to do is to forgive. You must forgive yourself. Now, why do you forgive yourself? Because you have to find you again in order to move forward to get over that relationship relationship that was bad. You have to forgive you. Then you have to forgive that person. You have to forgive that person because life doesn't stop because it was bad. It's going to be something that always reminds you of what happened in your life that went wrong. Always something. But what you have to do when you put yourself in a position where you forgive, you have to also forget it. But you don't become a fool when you say, I forget it and I let it go. Sometimes we say, I'm just going to forget it. But you really haven't forgot it. I can say that about myself. I went through a situation and I thought I was just over it. I'm so strong. I'm this strong lady. I'm strong. I can handle anything. I mean, I've gone through some hell and some hot waters and some everything. And when I find myself talking about a situation within myself, I'm not over it because I'm still talking about it. And you can tell me until you blue black in the face, hey, Coco, you keep talking about this. You keep talking about it. And I want to be this friend. I want to be this sister. When you come to me and you speak to me on a situation, I don't care if it's 1,000 times, and you say, you know what? You need to let it go. And in my head, I'm saying, you know what? I'm going to let it go. You're so right. I'm letting it go. But as Miss Connie just said, I just woke up something. She said, when the morning comes, you lay down at night, but morning is coming. So when morning comes, if you didn't sleep it away, guess what? It's still right there to face you in the morning. Whatever feelings you had that night, they're there. Sometimes people don't even sleep at night. They're so discombobulated because of situations. They do not sleep. They're
I've
always
been there,
stressed.
done that.
Yeah, always depressed because they're trying to find a way out. And how you find a way out for me is to forgive. Miss Connie would tell you my situation almost 2 years ago. I talked and talked and talked and talked and talked. She's like, Coco. And I can still hear the Coco, but Coco wasn't there yet. As strong as I am, I became weak. And so that's even in the Bible. It says that the strong say I'm weak and the weak say I'm strong. So even if your friend is there holding you up, holding up the bloodstained banner, they're not feeling what you're feeling, but they can empathize with you because they've gone through it too in some way or another with somebody or somebody's, whether it was a male or a female or some people just in general or your family. We're going to talk about that later. So my thing is this is to forgive. I have to forgive. And sometimes I don't forgive as fast as I should because I'm looking at it like I don't see how in the hell you just decided you were just going to do me wrong. You just going to mistreat me for no reason. I didn't ask you for this. You said that you loved me. I said I loved you back. Okay, you pretended that you put your all in, but you had one foot in the door already and one foot out. And here I am. I done put my whole basket in this basket over here with us, and you got half of your behind over there, and all of me is there. So when you walk away, it's not so bad for you, but I'm over here hurting and bleeding. And I know a
Ooh, did we
lot of us,
freeze? Hello, hello.
huh?
It was a little freezing going on.
Uh-oh. No, you look like you just sitting there posted, Miss Connie. But this is to all of us. I'm sure it's so many women, on this live. They're over there talking. We have to get to the point where we let it go. We have to let it go.
Also,
I
if
have.
I could say,
Hmm?
Coco
Yes,
on the phone acting up. Coco,
yes, I can hear you.
I was just gonna say, and listening to you, it came to me also. I feel when a relationship is over, no matter who decides it's over, I think each person really has to sit back and take a look at their part in that relationship and really
Hmm.
be real honest and take accountability. Because I do feel that the relationship, when a relationship ends, it's really never just on one person's part. And what I mean by that is, okay, just a little bit, even if we just take what Stephanie was saying, and she would say she was young, right? and she was
Mm-hmm.
new to the country, and she kind of fell for the first person that said some good things to her or did some good things,
Right.
whatever the case may be,
Right.
right?
Mm-hmm.
So
Right.
that means she didn't really take the time on herself to get to know this man and this person. She jumped in head
Mm-hmm.
first. We all have
Mm-hmm.
done that, but at the end of the day,
Yes.
when it comes down the line and that relationship is not as strong as you would like for it to be or thought it was going to be, you really do at some point have to sit back and say, now, what part did I play in that? I probably moved a
Mm-hmm.
little too fast. I probably should have asked more questions. I probably should have looked more into his background. Probably should have
Investigation.
taken my time. It's a lot of things we could say, right?
Right. Right.
But it
Right.
takes it takes you have to really, and that to me, that's in any situation that you have where the relationship come to the end. I don't feel like it's ever on one person's part, because you have responsibilities to yourself when you
Mm-hmm.
go into that relationship.
But what if? What if either it's her or him, or her and her? What if it's just on one person? This other person didn't do anything wrong and still
And it
suffering
happens. And it
behind
happens.
what took place. And it does happen. It does
It
happen
do.
where it was two
It do.
parties, that possibly maybe, but then sometimes it happens where you didn't do anything wrong to deserve what this individual did to you. It could be the woman that did it to him or vice versa, but it does happen where
It does
that
happen.
person didn't
Yeah,
do
like,
anything.
like Auntie. I mean, I said Auntie. Miss Connie. Seriously, with my situation,
Auntie Connie.
look, because my aunt called me. I promise you, my Auntie Connie just called me, y'all. Um,
Listen, I've been called that many a times. It don't bother me anyway.
um, but even for my situation, I'm gonna be completely honest. Like, um it wasn't a complete background situation where of course I'm young, I'm not looking for
Right.
background or anything else like that. But even for the things that was told to me, they were lies, not just from him but from his family as well. Like his mother and his father were lying to me about who he was
It
and who
was.
they were.
Oh,
Mhm.
It wasn't until I got married to him that I found out
On
who
your
he
own.
was
Mhm.
all the way together. Like literally, um, my father was the first one to actually put it out there. Hey, Stephanie, did you know this? And I said, Daddy, no. As far as I knew, his mother and his father told me this. And my dad said, yeah, so no. No, we've my dad was in the military. So he was like, we've done the background. That's not the case. So it just,
mhm.
at times, um, some people do go through situations where they don't know, or they're being told this about somebody, but because you want to believe in them and the things that they're saying, and because of what you're putting forth as
Yeah.
well, because of what you're putting in a relationship, you just really want to believe that, hey, this person is on the up and up, this person loves me, this person, and the same thing goes with friendships too, because I say it all the time. I know who each one of my friends are. Like literally, I know who each one of my friends are. If I got a friend that's a liar, okay, when she says something, all right. I'm not gonna say. If I got a friend that sleeps around, I'm gonna keep her away from my man. Thank you. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So you just,
Right.
it's people portray certain things at times just because of who you are and because they want to keep you around as well. A lot of times
Yeah.
people do portray and put on a different act just so that they can keep you around. You know what I'm saying? So
Yes,
Mhm.
indeed.
a lot of times,
Yes.
you can't do a whole full background check on a person. You know what I'm saying?
You can't. You can't. You
You
can't. And some.
But
Mm-mm.
when you get to know that person, when you do get to know that person, and you realize, because I will say this, now this is one thing that I will say, even in the situation that I was in, the abusive situation, God kept giving me signs. Hey, this ain't it. This ain't it. I need you to. This ain't it. I need you to abort mission right now. You abort.
And we don't
Um.
listen, do we? We don't listen.
We don't listen. We don't.
Mhm.
And we get those signs too We get
Yep.
those signs, we get those red flags. We see it, we saw it, and we felt it. And guess what we did, Kim? We kept on going, Miss
Kept
Connie. We
going.
overlooked it. And there it
Hmm.
is. Bam.
Yep.
Okay,
I
And
think
Kim.
in
Go ahead,
relationships.
Yeah,
Miss Connie.
yeah. I'm sorry, Stephanie. You said
Go
something.
ahead, Kim. Go ahead,
No,
baby.
I'm gonna jump in on this right here to say I don't take back what I said. I don't, because I still believe in that. But I do want to clarify something, that it's not like I broke up with you today and now I'm with you tomorrow. So I do want to get that straightened out right now. Okay, but
Mm,
my thing is, because of the simple fact we all done been in love with someone and stuff, and regardless of what we feel, we can't make them feel the same way that we feel. So because we love someone, we're gonna do our best to make it happen. But sometimes that person just might fall out of love with you, even though you still love that person. You know what I'm saying? I
mm,
don't. You know, that's just life. That's just what that is. And sometimes you don't never know what you have done when somebody want to end a relationship, because it's somebody else
mm,
on the other side that he wants, and you can't stop him from wanting that person, regardless of how good we are, how whatever we do to make it work. So that's why I say I did my part in my early years of doing right and doing right. And if I still get in a relationship right now, I'm gonna do my part. I'm gonna do right. I'm gonna be loyal and everything. But if it's over and you don't want me, I'm not gonna sit around here and cry all the time and wondering why you don't want me when it's clear you don't and you moved
and we
on. I'm
clap.
not staying right here. I'm moving. That's what I'm saying. So I hope I got that clear.
Y'all getting
absolutely.
some amens. Y'all getting amens over here. These ladies
Not a
is in
Now,
the
few.
building
so
tonight.
if I respond to that, I mean that sounds like a person who's over it. So now what I was referring to is when you not over it. But you
Right, when
what
you're
you're
not.
speaking about, Kimmy, you like, honey, I'm over it and I'm gone.
No,
That's
all
what
the
you
time I
said.
might still have feelings, but I'm still gone, because if even if you got feelings, what do you do about him? It's nothing you can do about him. I got feelings. So little while down the line, my feelings for you are gone. You out the way. You know what I'm saying? That's
Yeah.
that's just how I am about it. Because but I don't go in with you saying he did this to me. I don't know why he did this to me. He hurt me. I don't know what I did. No, I'm not bringing up what he done to me with you. Let's go. Let's date. Let's talk on the phone. Let me know how you are and stuff. If I see some things in him, that's different. That don't mean I'm gonna settle for anything. You know what I'm saying? I'm just saying, when it's over, it's over. I'm not sitting still and wait on you to realize you done messed up by losing me. Because you gonna realize it. You lose me, you gonna realize you messed up. And ain't no coming back. Ain't no coming back.
So
It's
right
hard
there,
to heal
Queen.
from love. We know that. Love ain't
Right,
no chew some bubble gum. It ain't that. It's hard. Love is hard. And it's been time in my past. I have loved someone and love this person more. Like I really love that man, But
right.
I loved that man before, but I really love that. It's different. It's different. But when you done all you can do in that relationship and that man don't want you no more, he don't love you no more and stuff. If you don't, it's hard. I thank God for the strength that he has given me because of the simple fact that it's been times I stayed at home a long time in a dark room and wouldn't go nowhere, didn't want to talk to anyone because I'm I'm messed up behind this dude. And this man is gone on,
But
you
that's
know?
okay. That's the part I was talking about, Kimmy, right there. That's exactly what I was talking about. When you know that the relationship is over, you take that time for yourself. You
Yeah.
grieve, you think and you reflect and you start to figure out how to get back to myself. How do I love myself again? Because I need to do that before I get back out here. That's the part right there.
Yeah.
That dark room situation you talking about, that's what it takes sometimes.
Yeah, yeah,
That's
but
what it
that's
takes
why
most
I
of the
said
time.
it wasn't like over today and here tomorrow. That's
Yeah.
why.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But okay,
Yeah.
so let me ask this question then, because I've been in the dark room before too. I just put myself in a dark room. This is a long time ago. And so I'm like, I've heard people talk about dark rooms when you go through a situation, the relationship just was bad. You call yourself doing all you can do. And so now,
Mhm.
bam, it just hit the fan, right? So I put myself in, I'll never forget on a Saturday morning. I'm with this guy, it's his birthday weekend, and bam, something took the wrong turn. It wasn't no whole U-turn, but it was the wrong turn. So I just felt so depressed, like instantly. I don't even know what depression is, but I felt something, right?
Yeah, I know what it is.
So I just turned off all the lights. It's broad daylight, closed the curtains, and it's this pitch black dark. I'm going back to bed. No birthday party here, right? So when I woke up, it's still dark in the room. So I get up. I'm like, what do I do now? It's still dark. I'm still feeling how I feel. It seemed like something just came over me and say, no, you open the curtains and you get up. You haven't done anything wrong. So you need to get up and do what you're supposed to do for yourself. I couldn't even stay there 24 hours. I just couldn't do it. But what happens when she's there and it's really dark? It's dark. How does she come out of it? Does she go talk to somebody? What does she do? It's black.
It's okay to do that.
Well, let me say this. I'm gonna put this out here because we talking, right?
Right.
And we keeping it 100. So there was a time when in my life, I was 24, 57 now. I couldn't imagine life without the relationship. I couldn't imagine my life without him.
Mm.
And when he said and did what he did, I felt like it was over. I didn't know how to come back from that, from what he said, right, to me. So I went to the cabinet and I took pills. And I ended up in the ICU. And they had pumped my stomach. And they tried for 4 days. It took them 4 days to keep me hanging on.
I get it.
Okay. I didn't want to be here. And that was in 1989. My daughter was born in 1991. So when I got pregnant with her in a different situation, that was the one reason I wasn't ready financially to have her. I was only 26 years old. But one of the reasons I had her is to make sure that I would never do that again.
That's it.
Because I knew, looking at her and having to be responsible for her, I would never try to take myself out of here.
I get it.
But you understand what I'm saying? But like, yeah, I didn't feel like I could go on. Didn't feel like I wanted to.
Been there, done that. Been
And
there, done
if
that.
you guys remember also about 8 to 10 years ago, Fantasia found herself in a dark place in a relationship. The guy was married and it just didn't work. And she found herself in the hospital taking pills, and she thought, that this was the guy for her. He told her, that it was over with the other lady and they're now planning and they have a family going, and bam, it hit the fan like that. So as women, I say this, we have to be very, very cautious. When he comes in real fast, especially today, he comes in real fast and he's been waiting for you, looking for you, and here you go. You still vulnerable. You're still vulnerable and you're hearing it. You want to hear it. You want to hear it. You really want to hear what he has to say. And it's a good feeling for somebody to come and tell you, you're everything that I've been looking for. Everything. In the back of your mind, you're like, this,
Yeah.
But it still sounds good. It sounds good that he's telling you all these good things. He's telling you how beautiful you are, and he's never met anyone like you before, and you're this, you're that, and you just falling for you like, oh, let me get a glass of wine, girl. Is this it? That's when you step back and you just watch. You pay attention. You really have to pay attention because a lot of times you're vulnerable and don't realize you're vulnerable. And the first thing come your way. I mean, a lot of women, even myself, been single, living a good life, my own place, paying my own bills, going to work, whatever it took, whatever necessary it took for me to do what I had to do, I did it. And there's so many of us women do that same thing today. And you feel like, girl, I got this, I'm good. Like
Mm-hmm.
Queen Joy say, girl, you got it. So we're saying, girl, you got it. And
Yeah.
here come this thing. Here he comes. He's saying all the right words. And the strong you becomes like, hey, anybody been there before? Stephanie.
I got listen.
Miss
I got to
Connie,
jump
you
in
been
here.
there before?
You could be with somebody for years and not even know
Yes,
who
I
they
have.
is. You really can.
So,
I fell for it for the first 5, 6 times. Then
And
I got
that's what I was about.
it, it,
I had
and
to
then
start.
I got hip to it.
I had to
Yeah,
start
because
learning.
you
I
start
was
telling
like,
yourself
wait.
that. You start telling yourself, I'm beautiful, I got this, and this and that. It ain't too much we need from a man right now. You know what I'm
uh-huh.
saying? But I've seen, like, do you know how long you could be with a man before you really know who he is? And I be
Man,
there to go. You sometimes they don't really show who they really is. He's dead and gone, bless his heart. He's dead and gone. But I was in a relationship for 10 years. 10. And I never knew until after the relationship was over that he had murdered someone, a woman, and threw her body in the river
Wow.
so the alligators could get her. 10 years I was with that man. And I didn't know who that man. I loved that person who
Ooh,
I thought I did. I loved him. I ain't gonna say it, but I'm just saying I thought I knew him after 10 years. But all this come out after this. So you could be in a relationship with somebody and for a long time before you really see some darkness come up. You know what I'm saying? So now I could tell myself, and I'm gonna do that. They say you talk to yourself and speak back. They say you kind of cuckoo. I guess I'm cuckoo because I tell myself, girl, you don't think you good enough? Yes, I do. You don't think you beautiful? Yes, I do. So you don't need this mess. Let's go. You know what I'm saying? So that's just I just try to that's it for me. I'm telling you, I've been there with someone for a long time, and I did not know who that man was. I thought I
wow.
did. 10 years, and this man is a murderer. Killed a woman. I'm a woman, so
Wow.
it's a lot. It's a lot in
It's a lot.
relationship, you know. So everybody's it's different. That's why I say it's to each his own on this topic because everybody
Mhm.
got done been through different things, and they gonna take stuff how they take stuff and move how the wind blow for them because this is rough. Love hurts. It hurts really, really bad. And somebody like me, I have depression. So if love hurt get me, I'm down. I'm down, down. You know? So try not to get down, down no more.
Absolutely. Stephanie?
And I think one thing that I tell my friends, because my friends like to talk to me about their relationships, and sometimes I'm sometimes I'll be a little cool, calm, and collective, but when it's the same person over and over and over again, I go in on my friends like, "What are you doing? Wake up! What are you doing?"
Yeah.
Like, I'm that type of friend that, at first I really am. I'm gonna be cool, calm, and collective. Hey friend, so listen, you need to take this time out for yourself, stay away, block them if you need to, do whatever you need to do to get over that situation. But when it's years later and you still dealing with the same thing, and it's every single week you coming to me, friend, 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 your friend. Um, but I do tell my friends all the time, hey, so listen,
Okay.
sometimes we're thinking that we're getting someone different. Sometimes we're attracting the same person over and over and over again, and you just don't realize it. So sometimes I do tell my friends, hey, try something different. It may be that you're just attracted to the same person or attracting the same person, and you don't even
Right.
realize it until a little bit later because it's something new and it's
Yeah.
something fresh. So because
Uh-huh.
it's something new and it's something fresh, you're completely looking over the signs that's showing you,
Mm-hmm.
hey, this man or this female is the same person that you really just got out of the relationship, and you don't even see it until a little bit later. Let me
Yeah.
also say this, okay? If you are happy in your situation, don't go looking for things.
Yeah.
don't go what, Stephanie?
Don't go looking for stuff.
Yeah.
I
Oh,
have
That part.
I
That part.
if you are happy in your
That part.
situation, why are you going to go why are you looking for stuff? What you
That's
looking for?
good right there. That's good right there.
What you looking for? If you're happy in your situation, guess what? If that man or that female
23.
doing wrong and it's meant for it to come out, it's going to come out.
It's gonna come out. Yeah.
So you don't have to go snooping through his phone. You ain't
I
got to
don't do
go
that.
following him or nothing else like that. If you're happy in your situation, stay happy in your situation.
Mm-hmm.
Because guess what? When you go looking for it,
You
you're
go
gonna find
find
what
it.
you're looking for.
Yeah. Or you might find
Can
something that you think it might look like one thing, but it might not be that, and you're gonna hurt yourself
Self
by
trying to look
yeah,
for
you gonna
something.
yeah, yeah.
Like
I share?
I
Can I share something with y'all?
go
Mm-hmm.
ahead.
So, uh, have you ever been in a situation where the person who hurt you the most
Mm-hmm.
is the same person that ended up healing you completely,
Healing you?
Yeah,
healing you?
Oh.
So what
I
I'm
have.
Repeat
saying,
that.
what I'm saying,
Repeat
I'm gonna
that.
repeat it. What I'm saying is, y'all remember I just told y'all what I told y'all, right?
Mm-hmm.
Right, right.
And I'm 57. I was 24, so what we talking? 30, 32, 34,
Yeah.
44, 54, 33 years or so. Do you know? And I told you why I did it. Thought it was over, right?
Right,
Mm-hmm.
right, right.
Here it is, 33 years later. That same person that hurt me the most is the same person who has healed me from the pain of the person who hurt me the most, which
I
was the same man.
Man,
because you was young. I get it. You was
Do
young
you
then, and now
understand
he's
what
a
I'm
grown man.
saying?
And
I get
yeah,
what
I get that. I can get that. I can
I
dig
get.
And
that.
now, and the person he was then, he's not now.
Mm-hmm.
And so the person that I loved then, I still do, but I'm so much more in love with the one he is today.
Right,
You
right, right. I
understand?
get it.
Ain't that
I get it.
crazy?
No,
From
I get it.
that comes from
You
someone
were young. You were
growing
young.
right. That literally comes from somebody, the person that you were in love with, also seeing something in him that needed to change.
That part.
Something
And
he saw
you,
something in him that needed to change, and
yes.
because you saw that change in him as
Uh
well,
huh.
it's
Yep.
almost like man, he changed like this. I remember the person that he was.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Is today is completely different.
Yes.
You know what I'm
yeah,
And then what happened to you? What you
saying?
decided to do was on you. I mean, I hate that because I did it too. But what
Yeah.
we decided to do with taking the pills to like, you don't want to deal with it, that was our decision.
right,
He didn't tell you, you don't love me no more, you take those.
right,
He didn't do that to you, or he didn't do that to me,
right.
because I've been there too, sister. So my thing is, we made that decision. So you can't hold him on that.
No,
So you were young, and here he come older now. When you're older and you're looking back, he's older now. He can tell you this, baby. I was young then. I da 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 da.
Mhm.
So I get it. I do. I get that. I get
Especially
that.
knows you.
and it's a beautiful thing now.
I get that. I
37
heard
years
that.
later.
I heard that, and I believe in that. I
Yeah,
don't. Yes, it's all good.
But
yeah.
I
that comes it comes with maturity also.
It sure
You
do.
know,
It sure do.
yeah, men doesn't mature as fast as women. They can be 60 years
Oh
old, 60 years
Lord.
old and still acting like they're 20. Here you are like, what
See
the
him right now.
hell?
Yes.
So it's almost like, if you have a son, it's like you raising your son. Like, look, dude, I already raised my son. I ain't trying to
Yes.
raise you.
I'm
But
raising no.
they mature a lot later. A lot. And sometimes with a man, it takes the right woman to come
Mhm.
and break him. Then he'll end up like Miss Connie saying, coming back to the
Coming back.
person
Oh, they try to
that
come.
was for
Yeah.
him from the very beginning. He will, because
Yeah.
it's some females out here. Look at here. She's serious about that thing. She
Yeah.
she is serious.
Okay.
And then when he realized, like basically, he really had something good all along, and it might take him
Mhm.
30 years to come back because
Mhm.
they have their way of finding you. And
Yes.
Oh,
hopefully,
yeah.
you're not married.
I don't have an ex except for the one that we just talked about. I don't have an
Oh,
ex that's not my friend. Like we're still friends.
Yeah.
Um, regardless of how the situation ended, except
Right.
that
mhm.
one. except for that one. Let me repeat that, except for that one. But other than that, every one of them I'm still friends with. We still can have
Right.
a conversation
Mhm.
to this day. Just
Yeah.
because we weren't good together doesn't
There
mean
you
we
Right.
go.
can't be
I
friends.
get it. I get it. I
You know
get
what
it.
Mhm.
I'm saying? Doesn't
I,
but that takes maturity.
it
That takes
does.
maturity. It
Absolutely.
It
really,
does.
we can't do the
And
high
time.
where it's like,
Yeah.
hey, so
Y'all
we
do a
broke
lot.
up, so you ain't good. We're not in high school. We grown.
Uh-huh.
We're grown. If I choose to deal with you, fine. If I don't, then I don't. But at the same time, again, it just depends on the relationship and your maturity. Like, even if it was one, even if I did have an ex that I really didn't care for, I still can be cordial. I still can speak. Hey, how you
Yeah,
doing?
that's right. That's right. That's right.
How you
Mhm.
know what I'm saying? It's
That's right. Yeah.
but again, that's to each his own. That's
Yeah.
just me. That's just
Yeah.
me and who I am as a person. That
Oh
may be
yeah.
why they keep trying to come back.
That part.
Uh-huh. Uh-huh. Now look, I'm looking at
That
some
part,
comments.
Stephanie.
Wait, y'all. I'm looking at some comments.
I
Some are
wish I could see
saying
the comments. I'm sorry. I wish
Me
I could see the
too.
comments.
I
it,
can't.
I
I
love
know I don't know
everybody.
why you guys can't see these comments, but I'm
Can
looking
I
at
see
one.
them? I can
Wait a
see we
minute.
have 184 comments. I
Why
can't see
I
one.
can't see any of
I
them.
love y'all. Hey people.
I can't even
I
see
can't
that.
see
I
y'all.
can't see that either.
Really?
Mm-mm.
Oh,
No.
this
I can't see nothing but
I can
y'all and
see
that I'm
how
on the
many
show.
comments are there, but I can't see the comments. So
Yes, I can't even see how many comments are there.
Me
yeah, I
neither.
hit the comments, and it just shows how many comments. But I
But we
can't
don't want y'all to
actually.
stop. Y'all keep
Oh, I
because
see them now.
How
because
did you?
Coco can.
How? What did you
yeah.
push?
I push chat and then I push comments and I see people on here.
See?
Yeah, but I can. But then
Oh,
y'all lose me. And y'all can't see me.
Yeah, we can't see
I
each
can
other
see
now. We
you.
just see the comments.
I
Oh my
can't
God!
see
I see my
anything.
people. Hey everyone.
Yeah, I can
Hey
see them.
Wow, I see
y'all.
the comments now. I do see the comments now.
Oh
Yay for the
wow.
queens. The queens of royalty. You can see the comments now.
But
Yeah,
but
I
I
mean,
have
I
You,
want to see
y'all.
how
you,
I
you know
you
what
know
though?
we've been
Wait.
talking away. You want to tell everybody, hey, you don't want them to be like, hey, Kim, and you just like, ah, da, 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 da,
Let
like
me
a
let me
monkey.
let me
So
tell
hey,
y'all what I
y'all.
like. Let me tell y'all, queens, what I like. It's good that you all have become intimate with each other.
Oh
So
yeah,
the panel itself is like so good, but you all have all these other queens outside. They're come everything you all say, they're piggybacking off of it. So that's amazing. I see so many.
Yeah. I
Everybody is
hear Shakara Colbert said, Miss Connie, that's deep. Daryl Simmons said, tell it, Stephanie.
Brody.
Which Wilhelmina said, once a man breaks you down, I think she's trying to say, and hurt you, you should learn from that. And before you go into another relationship, watch
mm-hmm.
out for all the red flags. Hurt
yeah,
will wake you up, a
Yeah.
blind
yeah,
person.
yep. So will.
Did y'all hear
Okay.
that?
Is Miss Ross on here? Is Miss Ross on there?
Yes.
Who?
She is there,
What's the
Miss
first
Ross.
name?
I can't remember her. She's always on here.
Carolyn Ross?
It's something Ross.
Carolyn
But she
Ross?
said that she's been still trying to get to heal from her relationship last week, and it's been some years. I really want to know what she's saying.
Was it Carolyn Ross?
I can't remember her.
Carolyn Ross is always on. Angela Ross?
I can't remember, girl. I was
I
drinking
don't see
last.
that. I see a Carolyn Ross.
Somebody, Tanya Gibbons said, watch how he treats his mother.
Yes. Yes.
Definitely.
And I also, here's another thing to watch for also if he takes you around his family. I
Yeah.
mean,
Oh,
it could be 30 days or whatever, but he has to take you around his family. I mean, I've had guys, oh, they want to date, be in relationships, and don't meet no family members. Like, oh, no, I'm not ready to take you around my mom, or I don't want my family to meet you yet. Like, what is the problem? So that's a red flag also when he does not take you around his family. It
but
is
I've
something
had
he,
men to take me around their family, and they lied to me just as much as he has.
oh, yeah,
Mm.
that's
So I
Yes,
mean,
they will.
it's just it's
Yeah,
just it's
I agree with that.
they lie too. So
Yes,
just
they
because he
will.
take you around that family don't mean he good. You know, it's just
Uh-huh.
No, it doesn't
I
mean
agree.
he's good, but you can pick up some stuff. You can look at the
not when they
you
all
pay
lying
attention.
for him.
Listen, listen. I said, my ex parents told me that the house that I was visiting while we were in college was their house. It was actually not theirs. It was the brother's house, and they pretended like it was theirs. So Kim is right,
Oh,
Yeah,
definitely right.
Yeah.
they lie. I mean, they will. Now, you know, my family, I have a young brother. His name is Carlos. I just tell everybody his name because Carlos is Carlos, right? And he will
Mhm.
always tell us when he bring his lady friends around, you all better not say anything. Don't you tell her nothing. I said, Carlos, if you bring her around, we're gonna tell her
We're
you're
gonna
no
tell
good.
Yeah, don't
He's
you
everybody.
like,
say
oh
that?
my God.
I can see that. I can see
Because
it.
he was no good. He would bring one this day, one the next day, and the next day he always had a different woman. So we need to tell these nice women that you're bringing around that you're no good. Or he stopped bringing them too. It took him a long time. He said, I ain't bringing nobody around y'all no more.
that's hilarious.
And you know
Yeah.
what?
So,
The ladies would look at us, especially me, because I'm very bold. I'm like, you like my brother? She was like, oh yes, he's so nice and he's very handsome. He's so sweet. He treats me really nice. I'm just gonna go on and tell you, my brother is no good. He's not. And they would turn
Well,
against
later
me, but
on,
I
they'll
tell
think
you,
about you. Later on, they'll think about you. They say his sister told me that.
yeah, he's no good. Not at all. Not for 5 minutes. He's no good. Not at all.
well, listen, Wilhelmina Marshall said, have you ever brought a man home to see your mother? If she tells you he is not the man for you and you don't listen, and down the road, you remember what mother said, and no lady can change a man. He have to want to.
That's
Yeah, my
right.
mom never told me.
Daryl
I would
Simmons said, salute to y'all. This is great.
Hey, Daryl.
Hey, Daryl.
Magic One, Dwayne Harris said, ladies,
Hey,
100.
Hey,
Magic.
Magic. All Southern
That's my
Soul
boy,
guys is in
Magic.
here.
Tanya Gibbons say, I love y'all for free.
Ah, we love you back for free, girl.
She say, I love the unity you queens have.
Thank you so much. So what we're gonna do, since these queens can see you all's comments, we're gonna answer
I
one
can't see.
question. One question tonight. Then we got to get up out of here until the not next Thursday, but the following Thursday. So y'all keep it locked for us, okay? So we're gonna give opportunity for one question. So the question has to be really, really good. We're gonna give these queens opportunity to answer your question, and then we're going to crown our queen for tonight. And I'll tell you how you get your crown once I crown you. So let's see who has a question for the queens.
I'm going to comments. I'm going
Okay,
to comments.
let's see. I'm looking at the comments.
Oh my
And
gosh, look at the
while
house,
you all do
sis.
that, we're gonna give y'all one song because we don't
Wanda
want
Phillips.
to.
Hey, boo boo. Tanya Givens.
They're saying good show tonight. We have one song for you all tonight, and that's gonna be
Peggy. Uh huh.
um
Oh,
Miss
gosh.
Bonnie.
Look,
Let's
Jason
see if
A
this
is
thing.
on here. Like, Jay, what's going on, sis?
So while we wait for you all's
Why come I
comments,
can't see but just
one
2 or 3
question.
comments? I can't even see all the comments. I don't know what's going on with this phone.
I'm looking for that one
Hey,
question.
Chris.
I knew you was going to play that, Coco.
Huh?
I said, something told me you was going to play that song.
Good, Chris.
I like the way you say me.
Janetta.
I'm looking on that, looking for that one question.
I'm just trying to say hi. I swear I can't see all the comments. What's that? Wilhelmina? I can't. Miss Marshall, hello. Teresa Robinson, hello.
No questions tonight.
I can't even see all the comments.
Let me see if I
Janetta,
can.
I don't
hello.
have questions yet.
Hey, Shakira. Abram Smith, hello. Hey, Lisa. Lisa Vincent. Hey, boo.
One lady has a question. She says, Louise Sewell said, "Is y'all in a relationship now?"
Yes, I am.
I'm
Yes,
dating.
I am.
I am.
I'm dating.
Daryl asked a good question.
Daryl Simmons says, "What is your definition of a perfect man for you?"
It's not
Okay.
one.
There's not.
Okay. Wait. So is that a question?
That's a
Yep,
That's a
good one, though.
question.
That's a good one.
Okay. So
that's a
that's going to be the question for tonight. Somebody just asked, "Are we all in a relationship?" I'm married. Stephanie,
I'm not married, however, I am in a relationship.
Okay.
Kim Annette.
I'm not married. I'm dating.
So you're dating Miss Connie.
Yes, I am in a relationship.
Okay. So everybody is sold up, fellas. Okay.
Daryl asked a good question too, Coco.
Yes.
Daryl asked a really good question.
He
He
wanted to
really
know
did.
what is Daryl
So let's
Simmons'
do,
question was, "What is our definition of a perfect man?"
okay. Let's go to Miss Connie first.
Okay. Yeah. That's
Um, I know I feel that definitely is per individual what that perfection would be, right?
yeah. That's
So
right.
for me, it is definitely communication and consistency, and more than that, transparency. I like when I can talk to my man about things that bother me for because we got a long past. Sometimes things still come up I might want to talk about, or some things may have just got clear to me, or I still need clarification on. And when he's able to just not take offense to it, not be like, "Oh, we back up," and
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
understand that I still need that, and can just answer the questions
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
talk
Yeah.
about it. And then we
Yeah.
go on with our day, you understand? So
I
for
get
me,
that.
it's transparency, it's communication, it is consistency. Um that's real close to perfect for me more
Mhm.
than
Yeah.
anything. And then just giving me some good old loving like I say to do it.
Yeah.
And getting it right every time.
Stephanie. Uh-oh. Stephanie, it's your turn, Stephanie.
So I don't.
When
I don't.
y'all ask, that's my answer.
It's a good one, girl.
I don't think there is a. I don't think there is a perfect man.
I agree.
Just like I don't think there is a perfect woman. You
I
know.
agree. I
No,
Every,
agree.
me too. I agree with that.
I agree
For
with
every
you
that.
though, Stephanie, just for you.
time.
Perfection for you.
Oh, for you,
Perfect for you.
Yeah.
perfect.
Well, I mean, but even in even in my situation, I'm not gonna ask you to be perfect because guess
Right.
what? Where you can't, where you lack, I'm gonna come in and I'm gonna make sure that I pick you up. Just
That's
like
it.
with my situations where I'm not perfect because we're in a relationship. I want you to be able to pick me up just like I'm gonna pick you up. So I don't
Right.
think no perfect person. However, how you work with each other and how you love each other and how work your relationship out and how you communicate, like you said, Miss Connie, how you communicate with each other, that
Yes.
makes your situation perfect. So I don't think it's about having a perfect man or a perfect woman, but how are you going to make sure, or how are you going to work to make sure your relationship for you guys
Yes.
is perfect. Oh, I got
Right.
behind me. I was like, wait, what's going on?
What
But
That's good.
so for me, you don't have to be perfect. You don't.
Right.
You have to
Yeah.
be perfect.
is perfect anyway? Who
But
knows
It
what
don't
perfect
Wait,
is?
exist, God.
because that's a whole nother
Right.
subject. Let's go to Kim. Let's go to Kim.
Okay, with me, it's communication, it's understanding because with me, with I want someone that understands me, what I suffer with. That's what's gonna make him really good for me because it's hard getting someone, even a friend, sometimes to even talk to you about when you have your anxiety and your depression and stuff like that. So it's got to be understanding and communication and just love me for me while I love you for you. I say what I say, I mean what I say, but I'm a good woman. You know what I'm saying? I know how to treat my man. I want him to know how to treat me, learn how to treat me. Let's communicate together and let me know what your do's and don'ts or what you don't like, and let's so we can make it good. You know what I'm saying? And pull me to the side, but I really don't like that. Let me let you know the same thing. It's all about just learning how to be as one. That's what a good man to me. You know what I'm saying? Don't lie. I hate liars. So yeah,
Okay,
that's what
let
I
me
got.
say my little piece. Let me say my little piece. My concern when it comes to someone saying perfect relationship or what you're looking for, what is a man, what is a good man um, to you or to me, right? I would say allow him to be himself. Allow that man to be who he is. Don't try to
All
change
right.
him.
Oh no, I would never.
Oftentimes we accept a mate that is not on our level.
Okay.
And somebody might look at you and say, why did you choose that man? You're this way and you chose
Yeah.
that type of guy. Well, there is somebody for everybody. And I feel like the first thing is to allow him to be who he is. Don't try to change him. Now you can help him dress if his dressing ain't good. You want him to look the part, right? But don't change him. If he's not a talker, don't make him talk. If you just can't make him. If he's
No,
not a
you
clean
can't change
individual like
nobody.
you want him to be, don't make him try to be clean. You married him or you're in a relationship with him and you found out within 30 days or less, this is how he is. Let him be who he is. You be who you are. And then I believe
Right.
you all can come together. Somewhere you're going to meet in the middle. Hey, that's just what that is. But the love has to be there. The love has to be there. It has to be
Yeah.
there
Yeah.
the right way. You're gonna always find one in a relationship. Love one seem like more than the other. One might say I love you all the time, and the other one might say it here and there. But when I do say it, you're gonna know that Coco meant it because she said she
Yeah.
love it. That's not something she said all the time. So my thing is to allow him to be himself, and you be yourself, and let's see where we can take this. We're gonna ride down the road somewhere. Somebody gonna fall off the train and get back on or just stay off the train.
That's good. Now you can't change it.
What's
I
gonna
can't
be our
change nobody.
topic for the next time?
From
The
all the
next time,
comments, it look like it needs to be the same thing.
I think we need to keep this one going. Keep it going, and then we'll add on. Take the mask off. We're gonna keep it 100.
Yeah,
And there's a song out there that's called "Keep It 100." If you want to get in these draws, keep it 100.
Lord,
If you wanna keep it 100. If you
look,
wanna
Lord, come on, keep it
keep it
100.
100. And that song is by Miss Connie too. And Stephanie has one out there. What is that song called, Stephanie?
She'll
My
ne-
jam, baby.
What is it called?
She'll
she'll
never be me.
You'll never be me.
Yeah,
I
never
love
be
it,
me.
Stephanie. You know I
So
love it, girl.
yeah, so we're gonna keep it 100 next week, and we're gonna give you our Stephanie's song and Miss Connie's song. Listen, let me tell you something. We have 3 recording artists on this panel: Miss Connie Moe, Stephanie Luckett, and we have Sweet Lisa. Lisa is not in with us tonight, probably on the road traveling somewhere, but she will be back the next couple of Thursdays. She'll be back with us. So this is what we do at the end. We always want to crown a queen. Um, 2 weeks ago, we crowned Lisa Gibbons. I believe she's a follower of Kim Manette. So this week, what I do, I pay attention to the comments. I pay
Tanya Givens,
attention
who
to
it was.
who was it?
It was Tanya Givens, not Lisa. It was Tanya
Tanya
Givens
Gibbons? Yes.
last week.
Okay. Okay, Tanya. Okay. So Tanya was the queen for 2 weeks. So tonight, what I do, I look at the comments, I see, who's really off into this Queens of Royalty podcast. It looks like everybody is tonight. But I'm gonna take my crown and pass it over to Wilhelmina Marshall.
That's who I was thinking.
Wilhelmina
Hey,
Marshall
Wilhelmina.
she's been on here since we got on here tonight. Yeah, Tanya Gibbons, there she go. And Tanya
Hey,
took it
Wilhelmina.
very, yeah, Tanya took it very
Congratulations.
serious last week. She said it might not mean a lot to y'all, but it means everything to me. So thank
Yes.
you
Oh,
for holding that crown down for 2 weeks, and we're gonna pass it over to Wilhelmina Marshall.
Congratulations, Wilhelmina.
congratulations,
Wear your
Wilhelmina.
crown.
Yeah, so and what
Yes.
we're gonna do too, I was looking at some crowns online a couple of days ago. I didn't find what I wanted. So once I find those crowns, we're gonna be sending them straight to your front door. We're going to send them to your front door. And you can walk around with your crown for 2 weeks because you know where for 2 weeks somebody else has to be crowned. So listen, as we continue our journey, we want you all to continue to follow us. Miss Connie Mo, the lady with the purple hair, boots, and everything. Y'all know I ain't gonna give her no introduction tonight. Kimberly Hall right here from Dallas, Texas, and Stephanie Luckett, the lady that spells Stephanie with the
We
F.
lost her.
Stephanie, where are you located? Oh,
We
how did
lost her.
Stephanie?
She left. She went somewhere.
Wait, there she is.
There
There
she
she go.
is.
Girl, where you been?
Wait, she went
Look,
backstage, y'all.
I was
She back there.
backstage waiting. It's okay. We back for the reunion.
So where are you from, Stephanie? Where are you residing right now?
I actually live in Jackson, Mississippi.
Oh,
All
that's right.
right.
You're in Jackson. Oh, you're out there with Daryl Simmons.
I am out there. I'm out here with Daryl, J1. It's a couple of us out here.
All right.
Wow.
Yeah, Morris. What's my guy name?
Dave
What?
Mack. Who
Yeah,
else?
and
Lamaris.
Lamaris. Yeah, Lamaris. Andre Johnson.
Andre
Bobby
Lee.
Rush.
It's
Yes, Bobby is there cooking
Miss Lolo.
greens.
King Fred, Coco, all of them.
Oh my goodness, yes.
Jackson. Wow. Isn't that something? So Kim Annette, you need to do a show out there. Kim Annette is a promoter also.
Okay, I'm looking out. Hey, we can work on it. I'm looking in these comments. I'm here.
Listen. As much as they love Southern
Okay,
Soul
so
down here,
listen.
come on.
Yes, so each of you say good night to our fans, and we'll see you all back in 2 weeks.
We love
Good
y'all.
night.
We love y'all.
Please come back. Please come back every other week. Please come back
Not next Thursday, but the next Thursday.
every other week.
The next Thursday.
What's
We wanna
that
see
date?
y'all.
That's been long.
Y'all back and tell y'all friends too. Look, make sure y'all tell a friend to tell a friend that
Tell
the
a
Queens
friend
of
to tell a
Royalty
friend.
podcast is here each and every other Thursday at 7:30 p.m. Central Standard Time. We got to go. That's our time, and we
Don't
love
tell
y'all.
So that'll
somebody.
be
Queens of
September the
Royalty
7th.
Podcast.
September the 7th.
Okay.
September the 7th, y'all.
Yeah.
Y'all
Love
come back.
y'all.
See y'all later.
Honey, I like that song.
Thank you.
Y'all. Now that is the lady with the cowgirl boots. The lady with the cowgirl
I wrote that
The
about my
lady with the
king.
purple.
But you know what? I love that song. That's
Thank you so much.
Wilhelmina said, let's ride, y'all.
75 South. It's Lady
75.
Coco.
Yes, baby.
It's your girl, Lady
She looking all
Coco.
fab tonight, baby. She looking all fab with the bangs,
This is
baby.
so good.
With the bangs and the
But we
coat.
gotta go.
Yes,
We love
ma'am.
y'all. Good
We
night,
said Bobby
everybody.
just didn't get off.
Huh?
We're
We
gonna get
said
off right
Bobby just
now.
did
We
nobody
didn't
get
get
off.
off.
Don't nobody want to leave.
I'm finna go to Burlington. I'm finna go
Oh,
to Burlington for their clothes.
Go.
okay.
Bye, y'all. Love y'all. Bye,
Love y'all
girls.
too. Bye bye.
Y'all.